So what actually went down at the Aquatic Experience, and did I get in an arm wrestling match with Joey, the king of DIY? Stay tuned to hear the full story. Hey fish friends, how's it going? Zenzo with Tazawa Tanks. So yes, I have had some serious beef with Joey, the king of DIY, and we had prepared to battle in New Jersey. So I was training for our arm wrestling match and wanted to just destroy him in front of millions of people. Just kidding, guys. That was just a joke. Actually, Joey knows I'm making this video and knows that I have the footage, which I will be sharing with you shortly. And we had a little laugh about it, so there is no beef. Actually, I met Joey for the first time in New Jersey, and we, just had a little chat, and he was talking about my muscles, and I was talking about his arms because he's kind of a strong dude. But anyway, we ended up seeing each other when a bunch of us were out to dinner. Joey and Rachel had stopped by. We were at a Buffalo Wild Wings. So basically, for those of you that don't know who Joey is, and I find that hard to imagine, Joey is a very famous YouTuber in the aquatic world and lives up in Canada. She came down to New Jersey for the Aquatic Experience. We had joked earlier in the day about arm wrestling, and so he showed up and we kind of like, hey, it's arm wrestle, right? So we got set up, and I will say that I'm not a professional arm wrestler, although, or an arm wrestler, but I have been very good at arm wrestling in my life. In fact, it's been a long time since I can recall losing an arm wrestling match. But then again, I haven't like arm wrestled like real arm wrestlers who have the technique of pushing and pulling and all that kind of stuff, right? But anyway, I've arm wrestled many times over the years with lots of guys, and I've always done very well. So when we were kind of locking up, as you'll see here in the video, Joey, we were talking and kind of no one could hear what we were saying. But I guess Joey said he's never lost before either. And so we exchanged a couple little, pleasantries, and we were both cool about it. I don't think either of us was ready to go 100%. So it was very disappointing for all the people that were there watching. Some people were yelling for Joey. A lot of people were yelling for me. But we actually kind of just stopped. So we were locked, and I think we were both kind of feeling each other out. And if you do any arm wrestling, you might know that sometimes if you've never arm wrestled that person before, you want to kind of gauge their strength and maybe their technique. And so I was trying to feel how he was going to go. So I was kind of testing him a couple times. And so I was kind of giving him maybe like, I don't know, a couple good pulls, a little 60-70% pull. And then he's like, and then we kind of said something, and I said, well, I haven't even gone yet. So anyway, basically, long story short, we kind of just, called it a truce in the spirit of things, and but we had a good laugh about it. So there was no arm wrestling match. You might have seen some videos on some other channels. I do want to shout out Susie from Q Aquatics. She actually sent me this footage. It was her camera that took this footage that you're watching. So thank you to her. I'll put a link of her channel down below as well so you guys can check it out. And she also has it in one of her videos, and I think even this is the thumbnail. So anyway, Joey's a real, he's a passionate guy, as you guys I'm sure know. He cares very deeply about the things that he does and the hobby and things like that. So I can appreciate that. And we did talk a little bit about some other stuff outside of fish keeping. So anyway, Joe, if you do happen to watch this video, if you do want to have a real arm wrestling match maybe one day, I'm down. As you know, I'm game to always do some kind of physical competition. Maybe we can do it for charity or something at some upcoming event, Aquashell or whatever. Or maybe we'll hit the gym and, do a bench press thing or whatever. Anyway, for those of you that don't know, and it's really hard to tell in video, I mean, it's hard to tell me, you know, behind the camera, I probably look just, you know, average size, and I am kind of average size, I guess, but Joey's a real strong guy, so if you've only seen him in videos, it's kind of hard to tell, you know, depending on the camera angle and, you know, what people are wearing, etc. But he's got some, you know, good size guns on him, and he's definitely spends his free time in the gym when he's not, you know, messing around with fish tanks and, you know, doing stuff like that. So anyway, kind of anticlimactic. It was very much like a no contest in the boxing world, so there was just nothing to really talk about. There was no winner loser. It wasn't a draw because we weren't really trying, or I wasn't trying at least. Joey, were you trying? I don't know. I could feel your tension there, so maybe you were trying harder than I was. But anyway, we weren't really trying, and just kind of had a laugh about it, and that's about it. Again, thank you to Susie for sending me this footage. Guys, make sure you check her channel out, and maybe you guys can go on one of Joey's videos and comment on his videos and ask him if he's been pumping the iron and lifting 5-gallon buckets of water and getting strong and getting ready to maybe take me on again. That's all I had for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.